They built their followings with filters and fame, but behind the ring lights were shadows no one saw coming. 3 influencers, 3 different platforms, 3 chilling cases that blurred the line between social media stardom and real-world darkness. This isn't just about clout. It's about the deadly consequences that played out when the cameras stopped rolling. Fame, filters, and fatal endings. When social media turns deadly. In today's digital age, social media influencers have become pivotal figures, shaping opinions and trends across various platforms. Their online personas often project glamour and success, but beneath the surface, some face unforeseen dangers that starkly contrast with their public images. In this video, we will get into the tragic stories of 3 such individuals. Marc Williams, an 18-year-old YouTuber from Uckfield, East Sussex, known for his parkour videos. Marc's promising life was cut short in May 2021 when he was brutally murdered by a friend he trusted. Terrian, Mr. Prada, Thomas, a 20-year-old TikTok star with millions of followers. Terrian's rapid rise to fame took a dark turn when he was arrested in October 2024 in connection with the murder of a 69-year-old therapist, leading to serious charges that shocked his fan base. Jennifer Sheffield, a 30-year-old TikToker from Brandon, Mississippi, who shared her life and experiences online. In December 2024, Jennifer and her estranged husband were found dead in an apparent murder-suicide, a tragic end that followed her public discussions about their amicable divorce. These cases highlight the unforeseen perils that can accompany online fame, reminding us that the curated lives seen on screens may not always reflect reality. Case 1. The tragic murder of YouTuber Marc Williams. Background. Marc Williams was an 18-year-old from Uckfield, East Sussex, who had a passion for parkour and urban exploration. In May 2019, he launched his YouTube channel, Displace, where he showcased his parkour adventures, including daring escapes from security guards at locations like Churchill Square. Marc drew inspiration from other parkour enthusiasts and quickly gained a following for his adventurous content. His younger brother, Lee Williams, shared that they both enjoyed practicing parkour together, highlighting Marc's cheerful and close-knit relationship with his family. Incident. On the evening of May 29, 2021, Marc arranged to meet with his friend and collaborator, 19-year-old Lewis Ashdown, in the Maresfield area. The two planned to socialize and consume alcohol in the nearby woodland of Fairwarp. Marc, who rarely drank, called his aunt around 11:30 p.m., sounding intoxicated, and mentioned he was planning to head home soon. When he failed to return, his family grew concerned and reported him missing. Crime. Aftermath. Ashdown was arrested on June 1, 2021, at a friend's house in Eastbourne. A search of his residence revealed bloodied clothing hidden in a wardrobe, which forensic analysis confirmed belonged to Marc. Ashdown was charged with murder and possession of an offensive weapon. On October 28, 2021, he was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum term of 27 years. Marc's family expressed their profound grief, stating, "Marc touched the hearts of so many people and made their lives brighter with his loving, caring, and thoughtful actions." They emphasized the devastating impact of his loss and the irreplaceable void left in their lives. Case 2. TikToker Terrian, Mr. Prada, Thomas, and the murder of Dr. William Abraham. Background. Terrian Ishmael Thomas, known as Mr. Prada on TikTok, is a 20-year-old from Newellton, Louisiana. He gained significant popularity for his comedic content, amassing over 4.3 million followers and more than 539 million likes on his account at Mr. Prada 458. Thomas maintained another account at Mr. Prada 456 with an additional 3.9 million followers and 26.2 million likes. His content primarily consisted of short, humorous skits that resonated with a broad audience. The incident. On September 28, 2024, Dr. William Nicholas Nick Abraham, a 69-year-old therapist from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was last seen entering Thomas's apartment complex. Surveillance footage captured Abraham arriving at the location that evening. Witnesses later reported observing Thomas struggling to move an object wrapped in a blue tarp from his apartment to Abraham's vehicle, a 2018 black Lincoln MKZ. This activity occurred hours after Abraham was last seen alive. The crime. The following day, September 29, 2024, Abraham's body was discovered wrapped in a tarp along Highway 51 in Tangipahoa Parish, Louisiana. The coroner's office determined that the cause of death was blunt force trauma, indicating a violent attack. A search of Thomas's apartment revealed evidence of a violent altercation, including bloodstains matching Abraham's DNA and weapons consistent with the injuries sustained. Aftermath. Thomas fled Baton Rouge and was apprehended on October 1, 2024, in Dallas, Texas, after being found driving Abraham's vehicle and attempting to evade law enforcement. He was initially charged with second-degree murder and obstruction of justice. However, due to Abraham's age, the charges were later upgraded to first-degree murder, making Thomas eligible for the death penalty under Louisiana law. The case has garnered significant attention, highlighting the potential dark side of social media fame and the unforeseen consequences that can arise. Case 3. The murder-suicide of TikToker Jennifer Sheffield. Background. Jennifer Sheffield, a 30-year-old mother from Brandon, Mississippi, was an active TikToker who shared aspects of her personal life, including her experiences as a mother and her aspirations to pursue a medical career. In December 2024, she was in the process of divorcing her husband, Brandon Sheffield, with whom she shared 2 daughters. Despite their separation, Jennifer publicly described their divorce as amicable and cooperative. The incident. On December 10, 2024, Jennifer posted a TikTok video discussing her impending divorce. In the video, she praised Brandon's supportiveness during their separation, stating, "My husband is being incredible though. Really and truly, we're working together. Everything's great."
My husband is being incredible though. Like, really and truly, like we're working together. Everything's great.
She emphasized their commitment to co-parenting, noting, "It is a very civil divorce with our daughter in mind." Jennifer also expressed apprehension about managing finances as a single mother and sought advice from her followers on saving and making money.
So if you have any tips, saving money, making money, anything like that, like I would really appreciate it. Like, you know.
The crime. On December 28, 2024, Jennifer and Brandon were found deceased in their home in Brandon, Mississippi. Authorities conducted a welfare check after family members reported signs of foul play. Upon arrival, police discovered that Brandon, 40, had allegedly shot Jennifer before turning the gun on himself in an apparent murder-suicide. Their young daughter was present in the home during the incident. However, her condition has not been publicly disclosed. Aftermath. The tragic event shocked friends and family, who expressed disbelief over the incident. Jennifer's friend, Faye Lott, remarked on Brandon's character, stating, "He's never been a violent person that I was ever aware of. I've always loved him for how he loved her." The couple's 2 daughters were left orphaned by the incident. In response, a GoFundMe campaign was established to support the children's future needs, aiming to raise $15,000. Final reflections. The real price of social media fame. In a world where likes, follows, and shares can define a person's value, the tragic stories of Marc Williams, Tarian, Mr. Prada, Thomas, and Jennifer Sheffield offer a sobering reality check. Behind the viral videos and polished personas were young individuals grappling with situations far beyond what their audiences ever saw. Marc Williams was an ambitious 18-year-old YouTuber, killed by someone he trusted. His story highlights how personal relationships, even among collaborators, can mask hidden dangers. Tarian Thomas, a TikTok star with over 8 million followers, now faces a possible death sentence, reminding us that internet fame doesn't shield one from serious moral collapse or consequences. And Jennifer Sheffield, who seemed to exemplify mature, civil co-parenting on TikTok, was ultimately the victim of an unthinkable act of violence at the hands of the very person she had praised just days before. These aren't just stories of influencers. They're cautionary tales about the disconnect between online image and offline reality. They show how fame can sometimes obscure warning signs, and how audiences, often unknowingly, witness only a curated fraction of a person's life. As we scroll, like, and engage, it's important to remember, behind every viral video is a real human being navigating the same struggles, sometimes darker and more dangerous than we realize. What are your thoughts on the hidden vulnerabilities that social media influencers face behind the scenes? Do you think fame makes them targets, or does it simply magnify the struggles many already face? Share your perspective in the comments below. We're listening, and don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned. In our next episode, we unravel another haunting mystery from the digital world. Here's a hint. It started with a live stream and ended in silence. See you next time.